After hearing the story Mouse Paint by Ellen Stoll Walsh, you should be able to go through the literature ideas independently, and now you can compare your ideas to my ideas. This story is a fiction story. It's made up, and a theme that you could use would be mice, cats, an author study of Ellen Stoll Walsh, or colors. In the area of reading, for phonics and phonemic awareness, I found the OU sound in mouse, the owl sound, and I actually call that the ow of ouch and put it on a Band-Aid, a big Band-Aid for the boys and girls to remember. And also the word family at, as in cat, would be great to practice. Also, there are many consonant blends in this story. That's where we have two consonants placed together, and some common ones in the story were ST for st, BL, bl, and there are a bunch more. Under word identification, there are many contractions. Also, we can hone in on the color words in the story. There were also verbs with an ED ending that you have to double the end consonant before you add the ED. Some words were stepped and stirred, and you could practice that, especially with your older boys and girls. Under the area of comprehension, this would make a great story map where you're plotting visually who are the characters in the story, what was the setting, what was the problem, events, and solution. This would help then with the retelling skill or a sequencing skill. In the area of fluency, this book has a lot of sight words, and so I thought it'd be fun to practice the sight word fluency in a mouse voice, and then maybe even in a cat voice. Also, there's lots of exclamation marks in the story, so practicing reading using exclamation marks at the end and changing our voice to show excitement and enthusiasm. In the area of writing, this is the beginning of teaching dialogue, where we have different characters talking, and we could introduce quotation marks and tag words. Tag words are the words that go along with a quotation that tell us who's talking. So words like said, asked, explained, exclaimed, shouted. So you could introduce that. Again, exclamation marks. And I thought two topics we could write about would be write a mouse safety tip list, and also write a story how to catch a mouse from the cat's point of view. Moving to math, this is a great story to pull the colored mice out of and do patterning. Also, the mice make great props for addition and subtraction problems. Without getting too graphic, the cat makes a great a lead-in to subtracting mice. And an extension would be to read Ellen Stoll Walsh's Mouse Count and Mouse Shapes. Those are also by the same author, and they're great for math concepts. In the area of social studies, we can begin to explore primary and secondary colors, and one neat way to do that is to mix two primary colors in water using food coloring, and you put this in a glass pie pan on the old-fashioned overhead. What this does is make a big reflection on the ceiling, and your whole ceiling will turn the color that is in your glass pie dish. Then you can take the first color, add the second color, and stir, and it swirls up the colors until it makes the secondary color. You can do this several times. And also camouflage, how our mice hid from the cat. This is a great book to introduce camouflage. Some other activities I have are to paint the background, any background that they would want, and this might tie into setting, and then hide your mice with camouflage, and also do a mouse dance. On our slide, we also see there is a great biography for Ellen Stoll Walsh, especially if you're going to do an author study. There are two great resources. One is on Pinterest. It's a page of activities you can use for this story. And the book list will give you a list of books by Ellen Stoll Walsh, and you can see the mouse characters reoccur many times in her literacy. And then there's 3 free units on the right-hand side of the slide in the gold box. Those are units that are ready-made, and you can print resources directly from to use in your classroom. I hope you enjoyed Mouse Paint, and I hope Ellen Stoll Walsh is a new author for you.